right, there we go. Hey everyone, Richard Carlton here. Welcome to another great day of FileMaker training at fmtraining.tv. I'm the creator of fmtraining.tv, where you can learn all about the FileMaker platform and learn how to build better FileMaker applications for you, your customers, your organization. This broadcast is completely free to everyone and is being broadcast in high definition to Discord, YouTube, and to Twitch. This broadcast is being recorded, which is really great. Of course, we might clean up the recording a little bit, so if we make a malfunction during the live stream, then of course we reserve the right to clean that up on the recording later on. However, because it's a live broadcast, we encourage you to ask questions. In fact, some people get aggravated when there's this dialogue with you and we ask questions. We want questions. If you have a question, odds are other people have the question too. And so I want to thank everyone for logging in. Ken and TK and Dave One, Dave Learning, Ed, Elzo, Carol, Jake, Mike, all of you, welcome once again to another great broadcast. Now, as a reminder, if you want to check out the upcoming broadcast, go to fmtraining.tv, press the left tab for the live button. You can see the upcoming broadcast schedule. That's pretty awesome. Additionally, if you want to help support this channel, right? We always say this, this broadcast is brought to you by fmtraining.tv, bringing you the greatest and the most entertaining FileMaker training videos available. So the idea is that if you want to help support the channel, make sure you check out our on-demand video bundles. We have videos that cover the latest version of FileMaker. We have videos that cover the deploy course. In fact, we used to sell the courses individually. Anymore, it's just much simpler to sell a complete bundle for a low price. We do this on an annual basis. So if you buy one of the bundles, that really helps support the channel. It ensures that we can keep coming back every day, because this broadcast actually takes a lot of money to run. The people here don't work for free. Welcome everyone to another awesome day of FileMaker training. Whoa, there's Nick there. He's hiding. There he is, Nick. Do you hear me okay, Nick? Loud and clear?
Yes. Perfectly clear.
Awesome.
Clear.
Welcome to another day of awesome FileMaker training at fmtrain.tv, where every day at 1 o'clock we're broadcasting live on the FileMaker platform, talking about all the cool things you can do with it. I want to just a quick shout out to the people who are joining us on Discord, and then also if you're on YouTube or Twitch, feel free to just give us your give us your name or part of your name or your call sign, like a Maverick and your Goose or whatever we are, and you're calling from San Diego, for example. Today we're going to be doing more advanced reporting topics. I think there's a lot of topics that Nick could spend in this area. If along the way we're probably going to be asking some questions about whether you would like to see more things in this area. Once again, we have a very wide audience here: beginners, intermediate, advanced people. As a result, it's hard for us to keep everyone entertained on every broadcast. And also as a reminder, this is being recorded, so you'll be able to catch it within a day or two. It'll be recorded and cleaned up. So the upcoming broadcast schedule, real quick, I'm going to put this over here real quick. I'll put Nick down there. I'm going to bring up, this is our internal system right here that you can see. Today and tomorrow is Nick. Then we are doing Excel exports to multiple tables, very basic conversations. Basically 3 days of beginner kind of great stuff in here. But Thursday and Friday are interesting. We have a thread in Discord where we're talking about what's easy and what's hard in FileMaker. It's not so much for us to, explain to you how to solve a hard problem. We have other live streams where we do that. Those 2 days are going to be spent mostly for beginners and intermediate people to identify, if you're new to FileMaker, what is fundamentally easy to do with it and what is fundamentally hard to do with it. And for most of the hard ones that we have a video reference we can say, go watch this video. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to say, like, for example, doing a portal or displaying records vertically is easy, right? A couple different ways of doing that. Displaying records horizontally, much harder. How do you do that? Well, we're not going to really show that. We're going to reference that and say, go watch this video. That makes sense? So the idea is that we're going to go through, so for beginners, so it's kind of like a Megan conversation, although Megan's probably more of an intermediate person at this point. But I keep thinking about what Megan was like maybe 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months ago. She doesn't even know what's easy and what's hard. She just knows that she can't do too much, right? So the goal is to kind of help set people's expectations. What's easy to do with the platform, what's harder to do with the platform, and then how to overcome the hard ones, right? So Nick is there. Are you there, Nick? And it is your birthday. Welcome. Very excited that you're here. Margaret's here, by the way. So if you have topics and ideas, Margaret's going to kind of be listening in today. So if we have topics or ideas or suggestions,
we open to suggestions here. I have some topics that I want to talk about. Many times. There's something I want to do, and that will be, we discussed last week. Remember, I want to for 1 week or 2 days for a week, 2 days a week for 5 weeks, for example. I want to do a complete transplant of one file into another one. Not just explaining, do this, like the Todd Guy's list, right? I want to do it. You know what I mean? I want to do it in front of people. I want to, I want to do that. I want to show how I'm doing a complete transplant of a big file, complicated, with custom menus, with violets, with custom security kind of accounts and privileges and layout and scripts and everything. How we transplant everything, right?
How many days would that take, Nick? How long would that take for us to do?
Normally it takes me 15 to 20 hours to do that of work. But I'm not going to spend the most of the time that I spend is repeating tasks. Okay, like I'm going to show how to replicate the relationship map, but I'm not going to do all the occurrences. Like copy paste. Like this is boring, right? It takes hours of work, but it's not something interesting. So I can cut this and come the next day and say, okay, here the thing is done. So let's continue, right?
Well,
so I can show.
If we did 2 days a week, like Monday and Tuesday or Tuesday,
that would be
Wednesday,
3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks.
So three or 4.
That
weeks.
could be interesting to see. And as I go forward, I can explain things not to forget and things you need to think about. And then I can also explain what you can do to help you to transplant a solution, one of your solution into another one easily. What you can do upfront to ease the process, So because what I have here, I have a base kind of I have a file foundation, right? It's a foundation that I'm repeating and I'm reusing on every single of my development. So every single of my developments since years now, they have the same roots, the same building blocks since the beginning. So it's like when you build a house and you use standard windows for all the house you build, standard doors for all the house you build. This is how developers are getting the house built in 2 weeks because everything's standard, right? So nothing is custom. So this is what I have with my customer.
Yeah.
So
so
the big advantage. So I want to explain that because the big advantage of this is when you do. Let's say I build something for a customer. I build a module for a customer, and this module is based on the foundation on the same foundation of another file of another customer. And then I say to the other customer, I say, are you interested by this? And if he say yes, I can transplant this module from one file to another easily because the building foundation is the same. So this is what I want to explain. So I think this will be a very, very interesting topic.
Okay. So we just have to figure out what it looks like on different days. So if you did 2 days a week, 3 weeks then?
Yeah,
I think?
yeah.
2 days a week.
I cannot stay 1 week out of my customer because they're going to.
No, they lose on it. But 2 days, is that 2 days a week? Is that okay?
2 days I can do that. Yes.
Okay. Nick, today we're talking about reporting. What are we doing today?
So today we are going to talk. So let me share my screen right quick because this is where the things are important. So I'm not going to talk about how to build a report and stuff like that. First of all, because the topic is so huge, so vast. Okay. that it's difficult to come with something that is relevant for everybody first.
Well, we did cover the basics a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
So
we cover the basics and how to use the tool, right? But you understand what I mean. I mean, building a report that fits every needs is impossible. So and the other thing is, FileMaker didn't evolve in how to build the reports in the last 20 years. So it's the same thing. I mean, we have maybe one or two new tools or stuff like that. What differs from the last 20 years is how we consume a report. Okay, so before we had the printing, that's it. That's how we were consuming the reporting, and then we start having the email. So we were consuming the reporting more on the computer, on the screen. Okay, and then came the mobile era, where we are consuming the reporting even more differently. Okay, we are consuming the report on a small screen with or medium-sized screen, like an iPhone or iPhone Max, or whatever they call it, or iPad, right? So we are consuming report differently than we were consuming 20 years ago. And that, of course, impacted the way we build reports. Okay, and it should impact the way we build report, because you can't build report the way we were building 20 years ago. The font too small, the architecture of how you arrange the thing on the report is completely different. Now, today I'm going to talk about reporting like something you present to a customer, right? A presentation report. I'm not going to talk about those reports where you have thousands and thousands of rows and SubSummaries, and I'm not going to talk about those reports because the topic is kind of, it has been covered and covered again. So I have nothing new to say. What I want to do here, I want to come here in front of you and say, okay, hey, here's something new for you. Okay, I don't want to talk about the same old thing. So I don't know, maybe because I'm 50 today, I don't know. So, I want to talk about new things. So I have a good example, and then this morning I talked with this is Scott Kane. He's in the audience. Everybody knows him, and we work together for more than a year and a half now, and recently I had to build 3 of his reports, and those reports are very important for his company and for his work, right? So they are a huge part of the communication with the customer, and which means the communication with the paying customers. So it's always important to keep that in mind. So here the report what we want to do. This is the old one. This is the report that Scott came with a lot of difficulties. And he told me this morning that it was like a pain to build, and he didn't even know how he could get it done. And actually, I don't know how this works, because it's actually that proves how FileMaker is robust and forgiving, because it works. That the beauty of it works. Okay, so I want to show you a little bit of this report here. So what this report is, it's an inspection report, right? So it's it's like you came somewhere, you went somewhere, you have an inspector come, do some inspection of things, and then has to report here what we have inspected and here what we expect as a result, right? So you have information about where it is, who prepared the date of the inspection, who prepared the report, and then you have kind of a general information here. You explain this is something that always has. It's kind of like a legend. Is how to read the good, fair, and poor, right? How to read that rating definition. And then here you have kind of an overview, satellite kind of picture of the roof coming from what's the name, Google Map. And then you have some explanation about the roof, the install date, and so kind of a very basic information. Then you start the component of the inspection itself, right? So you have the overview, and you have the picture, you have the comments, the condition, and you have picture coming with the overview, with the thing, right? And here you have the roof system, so everything, all the mechanical on the roof. So you have all the specifics, and you go on and on and on. You can see it's repeating things. When we repeat the mechanical, orders, things, and at the end you have the conclusion and the recommendation. Okay, so it's kind of and then you have kind of ballpark kind of quotes for the repairs, and kind of some budget information. Thank you, sayonara, and here the bank account to pay. So pretty much this is what the report is doing. Pretty much it's very simple kind of thing. But to build this, Scott came with the idea of trying to build this. No, it's not this. Hold on. Try to build this here. So he came with the idea of trying to build this in one layout. So that means the entire report, the entire report here, hold on. The entire report we saw here, right? This entire report lays on one unique layout in FileMaker, okay? So, and that was the original scene of this, okay? And we all have the tendency of willing to do this. We all have the tendency of saying, okay, let's build one unique, what's the name? One unique report layout, and try to build everything there. Okay, so I want to show you a little bit. Let's pay a visit about in this layout here, and to see the complexity of the thing. Okay, so first of all, you have kind of here the leading grand summary. It's a part. You remember we have multiple parts on this on the we have multiple parts here. We have the top navigation, the title header, the leading grand summary. We have sub-summaries here, the body, and the sub-summary training. This is a leading sub-summary sorted by, and this is a training. Okay, so we have multiple parts here. And here what has been done here is the leading grand summary has been used as a body inside the body. I mean, it has been used to lay down everything that is not moving. So what in this report is moving and what is not moving? Okay, what we call moving. Those information here are not moving. They are unique in the report. There's one picture like this. There's one report type. All of those are unique. Here, this overview and the picture, the roofing system and the picture, the general drainage and the picture, the mechanical unit and the picture, all of those are coming from records. So you can now understand what's going on in the report. You can understand more. You have the leading grand summary where all of this is leaning, everything leaning here. This, and this, and this is leaning in the leading grand summary. So it's on top of the report. Then you have a first sub-summary sorted by, okay? And then you have all the records that are going to come, okay, and showing things. Like, sorry, if you go to the report here, why is the report? If you go to the report, this information here, this is one record. The overview is one record. The roof system is one record. The general drainage is one record. The mechanical is one. So Scott used kind of as a sub-summary to repeat, to break a record by records, right? And show the thing record by record like this, right? So And at the end, you have the the SubSummary by. So you can see what happened here. You have the SubSummary here sorted by at the end, and so you have a lot of things here. You have the leading SubSummary, you have the body, and you have and then you have Paul inside. So you can see it's kind of very complicated. You have a lot of things here in the. Can you imagine that this is a SubSummary sorted by? That means inside the SubSummary, for each record, you have a Paul, right? So you have huge SubSummaries like this, okay, to get the thing done. Now, I want to show you something here. I think that will help you to understand what's going on here. Here is, when I say it's what's the name? When I say it's a record, I want to show you what it is. Okay, so this is hold on. This is what I was talking about. Okay, you have a request. Those are the requests. For each request, you can have photos or not, depending. So sometimes you have photos, right? You have the photos here. Sorry, I'm using a very small screen, so it's kind of cumbersome. But you have the photo here, right? And then for each request, you can have results. For each result, you can have pictures. So for one request, you can have two results. So you have one request here, two results. And for each result, you can have multiple pictures. So now you understand where Scott came here. He came with the SubSummary to sort first by this. And then he had the SubSummary sort by this, right? So the first SubSummary was sorting by the request. And then you have a second SubSummary sorted by each results to combine each result with the request. Okay. So, and that for each request. See, this one doesn't have picture, but has result. And inside the result, you have you know what I mean? So the request doesn't have a picture, but the result have pictures. So you can understand the complexity of what he wants to do here. For each records, you have a breakdown by request and by result. And at the same time, he wanted to show the pictures. So in order to show the picture, he did this, right? He was kind of showing a body with two photos at a time, and he was repeating this the photos, right? So he was repeating the photos over and all over, right? So this was one record, tac tac. This is another record, tac tac. So each photo was a record with a breakage. You see here this 1010A T10A photo component. This is this. And then you have the comment, and then you have this is a SubSummary sorted by, and then you have the body here, the body with the photo. So this is the body. So now you understand what he wants to do. One layout, and he wanted to show everything in one layout. So, but that's okay. We can do it. But the problem here is he became everything is insane. T10 is the level 1. T10A is the level 2. T10A1 is the level 3. T10A1B is the level 4. So he goes 4 levels down in the relationship, in order to get this, So T10.
There you go. By the way, this looks really nice and really well organized. By the way, people are totally impressed with this, Scott. So this is what Scott did before he got with you, or this is what you did after?
This was before me. Okay.
And he didn't need you at all, Mick. I mean, I'm being facetious, but the reality is Kyle, who's not easy to impress, is totally impressed with the single layout.
Oh yeah, I was too. I was impressed by. I mean. Technically, look what. So this is what it came with. So 1, 2, 3, 4 level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's okay. If Scott wants to apply to the complexity management and FileMaker awards, is by far winning the crown.
Yeah, Scott, you should feel good about this. I mean, you actually had limitations and you broke out a can of whoop ass. There's a meme for that. Someone will have a can of whoop ass and you went after it. I'm impressed. Nick, I'm assuming that you broke this down into different layouts. Was kind of more of your story.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I want to. So that's the point here. The point is, first of all, this is something that breaks very easily. Okay. Something that if you want to add something like it's a report. If you want to add something, you pray before you go to church. You pray and then you change something. Because oh yeah, you do that. Actually, you should do it. If you don't do it, you should because it helps. So because the problem is this, I talked to Scott before this, and I said, okay, don't take it personally. It's we all do this, okay, and it's great. I mean, technically, it's like wow, me too. I said wow, it's like wow, but the other end of the wow is why. It starts with the same, it starts with the same letter. Okay, and say why the war, the wow. I don't want the wow, because the wow is where everything here is going to break at one point. Okay, it's kind of it's like okay, it's like Chernobyl. Okay, it's like the RBMK reactor are very sure of our extremely secure reactors, right? Unless you do this, and this. And at Chernobyl, they did everything to the book to get it to explode. Here is the same thing. Okay, so you do everything you should do to get your thing to explode on your face. So it's like by the book, you do everything you should do. Okay, so that's why I'm saying we need to come with some, when I saw that, I said to Scott, look, it's a great topic. I need to talk about this. Okay, because it's a great topic. And the problem of this is that, look, okay, first of all, it's extremely complicated to manage. And you cannot move things, and it's unreadable. The thing is unreadable because on the layout like this, on the report, we want to use more merge fields. We like merge field because we can build blocks like this, right? We can build blocks like this on the report. You cannot do something like this that easy if you use fields. Okay, fields are much difficult to manage than this. Okay, so that's why we love using merge field instead of fields inside the layout. So now I want to show you something else. Okay, so I want to show you this report. Okay, the new way. Okay, and you tell me which one you prefer. So this is the same report, the new way. Okay, so same thing. Okay, same thing, and so the thing is you have the same, so it's the same architecture, but here how it looks. First of all, we have a new presentation here, but this is just a style. It's the same thing as before with a different style, right? It's the same as this one, arranged differently, and more visually friendly. Okay, date of inspection is more dates is looking like this now. Okay, so and this information here is like here. You understand more what's going on. I told you many times, we don't need to explain what it is. We know we are talking about the title, the location, because it's an inspection, and we know this is an address because of how it is formulated. So it's and we know, so prepared by and prepared for, and we have kind of the general information here, the same rating definition and stuff like that. And then we have kind of a different way to express things like this, right? So we have the same inspection info here. So we have this inspection info. That was the inspection info of before, with this information down here, and now we have this information here on top. So we have on top the size, the use, the picture, And then we start the famous kind of a repeating records like this, right? So, and then you can see here, we have a problem with FileMaker. We have a big problem is the breakage of the pictures. Okay, here what Scott wanted to do is to combine both together. He wanted to have the pictures on the same layout as the text. So he wanted kind of a continuity between the overview explanation, between this explanation, between the comments and stuff like that, and the general drainage, the comments, you know, and the mechanical comments. So you want the same with the pictures on the same layout, right? You want on the same, like attached to the text, right? Which makes sense, by the way. But you have a lot of limitation when you do that. When you attempt to do that, when you try to do that, you hang yourself to many limitations. Okay, so the thing here is to change that. So is to make the thing more visual. So first of all, you know, I changed a little bit this, and I presented things differently. So first of all, I wanted to keep here. I don't know if you noticed this, but we have we keep a visual. So we are in this location here, McKamey. Okay. Always, I repeat this. Okay, I'm in McKamey. This is the information info. McKamey. This is the entire site backend overview. Okay, this is McKamey. So we have kind of a repeating on top of this of each
like
page.
Like a consistent header, right? Consistent.
Yeah, a consistent header to make sure that you don't lose yourself. You know, because don't forget, we are not reading this on the paper. We are reading this like this. We scroll, you know. We don't have the paper like, you know, with reading, moving the paper, the sheets one by one, right? No, we do this, so we can get much more. We can get lost much more easily when we do this instead of sheet by sheet on the paper. Okay. You understand that, right?
Absolutely.
So, okay, so when you do this, you get lost. So when you instead of getting lost, okay, I am in McKamey. Okay, I'm in the photo drainage. I understand. Though I know this is a photo drainage. I don't here. If I have the same stuff here, you know, if I have, for example, 2 pages of picture, I can get lost. Okay. I can get lost. I don't have an example, unfortunately, with multiple pages of picture. But anyway, if this will be more than 4, and actually, I think, and maybe Scott, you can confirm, you never go more than 4 because you don't want the thing to go to 2 pages, right? So I don't know if he's here and can confirm.
I think Scott is here. Oh, he's typing right now. He says incorrect.
Okay.
You get
incorrect. Okay, so I was assuming. Okay. So you can go more. Okay, no problem. Sorry. So anyway, so here, I want to break this. Okay, I need to break this in multiple layout because it's much easier. First of all, it's easier to build, and second of all, it's much faster, and it's much much easier to understand what's going on here. So let me explain how this has been built. Okay. How this has been built. We have here this. We have a section. All of this is a report. Okay. All those layouts are the report. Okay. So first of all, we have this is a report. Okay. So we have the front cover, inspection, section, component. We have the photos and the conclusion. Conclusion. We have the conclusion. Okay, so actually you understand how now much easier it is to read. Okay, we have why it takes so long to fix this. Okay, sometimes it's okay.
No, you're fine. You're still there, Nick. Everything's good.
Yeah, I know, but it's still validating this, so I cannot do it. So okay. So you see that you have you have all of this. This is a report. Before we had one layout, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we have all the things. Okay, actually, to be honest, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layouts for one report. Okay, so, and you can see here, this is what I want to show you. Each layout lays on different context, and some are completely unrelated. They're not related. I have no relation. T21 is one anchor in my anchor buoy. T22 is another. It's another anchor, completely different anchor. T25 it's also another anchor, completely different. So, and that's the beauty of this. I don't need to do the linkage. I don't need to have the T10 A1 F2 A1 A. I don't need that. I don't need to do this cascading like relationship to go there, because from here to here, this is what you need to do. You need to do this one to this one to this one to this one to this one in order to get the information. Here, I'm laying the layout in way it should be laid down, right? So this, for example, I want to be in inspection because I think I'm bringing some stuff here. No, maybe this one we could put anywhere. It's just the front cover. But the next one is related to the T21 inspection, because everything here is T21 inspection. So everything here is on the local table. So in this layout, everything is on the local table. I have nothing from a related table, just the static map that is coming from another, but it's coming from the T21M, one direct relationship, not the MA1Z2F. You know what I mean? It's T21M. It's just there. It's right there. It's not like a 5 level down. Okay, and everything else is there. You see, you don't have double. Everything is local. This one here, yes, is coming from another one, but it's coming from the T21C. So I'm good. It's one down. I'm in inspection. I'm going to contacts. Okay, because my inspection is related to a contact with a contact ID. So that very simple. It's one level down, which is good. It's anchor buoy. That's what we want to do. This is okay. This is one layer. So, and as you can see, look, I have one body, and a little footer here for the timestamp of printing. Right. That's it. This is it. I don't have a header, a title header, and leading grand summaries, and no, body. Period. It's one body. Okay. Now I have another. So let's go. Let's continue the visit of the report. Right. So not this one. Okay, here. So I was here. This is what the first page. Okay, I was here. I was into those 2 pages. This one and this one we visited. So now I'm in this one. Okay, I'm in this one. So this one here is there. Same thing. I am in the 20. I am in a section. Before I was in the site. Now I'm in the section here. So as you can see, it's the local table. I am in the local table. It's in one level down. I'm perfectly okay with this. I'm in 222J, one level down. I'm super comfortable with this. I am in the section, and each section is related to a roof section by an ID. So I'm very good. And this one is okay. This one is 2 level down, but it's okay because it's just one picture. It's not something I'm going to, it's just there. It's not like 5 level down, right? So, and the layout is one body and the same footer for the timestamp. That's it. It's very simple, extremely simple. Now let's continue the visit, right? Now I'm going to go to this one, which is the repeating thingy, something that repeats itself, right? So with the SubSummary kind of sort by, okay? So let's go there. We go, and then I'll change again. I'm changing context. And look what's going on here. where is my SubSummary sorted by? I don't need it. I don't need a SubSummary sorted by. I am in the records. I don't need a SubSummary sorted by because I am directly in the table. So I don't need this SubSummary sorted by. I just need to go there. I'm going to the table, okay? In the local table, local is there. I'm in T25 period, right? All of them. I have nothing related. Absolutely nothing related here. Yeah, maybe this, but this is the header because the header is going to the inspection component inspection. So, but this is static. This is dead information. It's not living information like here in the body. This is where you can have 100 of records. Here you have one record. It's okay. It's one record. But here you can go and have multiple things. So I don't need the SubSummary sorted by, which is slow with FileMaker. I just print the record. So I'm printing the record here, right? And then you say, okay, Nick, yeah, but how you handle the picture that goes with this? Okay. So this is where I have this technique here. And this, I got this from a designer from Apple. Okay. So I got this concept. So to keep, what we need to do here is to keep the visual continuity between one section to one part. Okay, one part of the report, one component of the report to another. You know, I'm going to switch to another page for the pictures, and the advantage is this here. You see, this part here can be very big now. It can be 2 pages. I can have 2 pages of description, specifics, and component. Tomorrow, I'm going to explain how this works. Why I'm doing this, because if, for example, the text here, if the text inside this is big, you know, let's say I have a lot of text, it's going to do this. If I have a lot of text here, it's going to do this. And I can go 2 pages like this down, right? So that's why I'm building like that way. I have one big text block inside. I'm bringing.
Do you have problems with it chopping off at that body of the page break right there? Does this FileMaker have an issue with that, or is that right there?
Here? Yeah, it depends. Okay, how it won't break it will break the text, but the way I position this, it won't break in the middle. You won't have truncation. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I just want to, like, sometimes in the old days, you'd be writing a sentence here, and the sentence, the words would, quit moving for a second. The words would like literally break right across. So the top of the words would be up this way, and the bottom of the same word would be down here. Right? Do you have that problem, or is that fixed now with FileMaker?
Yeah, it's fixed.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
historically, that's always been tricky, right? For
it's you know, you can. I think. The way it is organized here, more likely is not going to happen. Okay. I think that's you can check this. You know, you can have a management on this. Okay. You know, you can manage anyway. At one point it's very hard to prevent that anyway. Right. In that case, you know, what we use a trick. You know, when that happens, you add a kind of carriage return, for example. You know, in your text, right? So you can use that technique here because it's very hard with FileMaker. The breakage of page always be a pain with FileMaker. Always,
right,
you know?
Right. Because I know people complained about that, and I haven't sure if that was because you have to figure out a way of getting around that. So
even if you have a field here, if you take the field in big, if you have a big field, but I think FileMaker did a good job out here to prevent that to happen. But here, okay, so I want you to understand what I want you to see here is the simplicity of the thing. I mean, it's before it was like, you know, we came from this here, right? The blue one, okay? To just go there, just to the local table, right? So we eliminate all of this, okay? First of all, to build, you want to compare this to build this and just what I show you? You want to compare how many times you're going to spend on building this in one layout and how many times you're going to build this, right? Okay, so this is what you need to understand: is the simplicity of building. And let's say I want a new section in my report. I want a new section in my report. Okay, no problem. Okay, I have a new section R480B1. Okay, here my new section. See, I'm building. Okay, here my new section. I have a new section B1. Okay, whatever you want to be, whatever, new section, new section. Okay, that's it. It's built. You have a new section in your report. You just have to make to add this in your script when you print it, and that's it, right? It's so simple, so modular. Okay, extremely simple. So now what I want to show you before we go, I want to show you the picture. This is how I'm okay, let's go there. Okay, this is how I'm managing the picture. Where is my subsummary sorted by? It's gone, disappeared. Okay, so before I skip a little bit fast here. I was explaining you that I want to keep the visual continuity between this section here and the next section.
Okay.
So here I have overview, description, specifics, comments, right? And here I have photos, overview, photos, overview. Okay. Same title here, same presentation, and here just before I'm telling you, oh, by the way, in the next page you're going to see 6 pictures, right? So you understand. So okay, oh, that's the overview. Oh, general photos and comments, and okay, overview of the roof. Okay, see 6 photos in the next page. Okay, next page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, here we are.
That's for a lot of people, Nick. That's not something I would not have thought to have done that. But actually, in seeing you doing it, it intuitively makes a lot of sense. I need to compliment you, Nick, because I would have built this, and I would have got to the point where I did this here. And then I would have walked away. I would have never have thought to have done this. What made you think of that?
Okay, to be honest with you, is talking with a designer at Apple. And this is how they handle, especially when you have extremely complicated reports, and you need to keep a visual. Okay, so he showed me a different. I can extrapolate what he showed me, but it's a good way to keep the visual continuity between their what's the name, one section to another one, and you can even say, especially if, for example, let's say you have a very complicated report and you say, okay, here I'm saying 6 pictures in the next page, but sometimes you can say refer page 36 for graphics, and then you have another section, refer to page 120 for the mechanical
kind of
specifics.
Like a table of contents for that.
A table of embedded table of contents. So that's what they do. It's like, when you have you are on a page like Wikipedia, and you have the links on the bottom. You say, okay, reference the references, right? So this is what they do. I'm keeping that as a references. Here it happens that it's just the next page. So that's what I'm saying here. I'm saying, oh, by the way, go to the next page. I know. So you saw how I build this. I show that, I have a number of photos. So before I print, I'm preparing and say, okay, yes, I have 6 photos for that section. So I have kind of this global variable here that I'm putting on the layout to say, okay, oh, by the way, you have 6 photos on the next page, right? So, and you have kind of the preview of the first picture. So it's very cool to do this. It's very cool to do this. So I extrapolate his embedded table of content. I extrapolated and I say, hey, we can do this, and I can bring, for example, one picture of the first picture. Or sometimes, what they do. They do like a mosaic of picture, 1, 2, 3, 4. Small thumbnails like this, 4 like this, right? To show you kind of to give you a sense of what's going on in the next section, right? We can do that too. This is fantastic because you understand what's going on. When you hear, you know what happened. You know that in the next page, you don't care if you have the blank space here. You know it's okay. In the next page, okay, next page, I'm going next page. Oh, here, and then you go there and you have the same thing. See 4 pictures in the next page, and then you got here, see 2 pictures in the next page. And if you don't have pictures, okay, you don't have pictures, right? You have 5. I don't know if you have section where we don't have pictures, but you can go skylights, and here, no
right
pictures.
There, miscellaneous, no pictures.
No pictures. So I don't tell you that picture next, and this one has. So you understand how easy it is now to say when there's no picture, don't go to the next layout. When you are in this layout here, when you are in this layout, you print this, right? I mean, you save this as a PDF, and then you go there with a go-to record. I'm going to show that tomorrow. And then here, right, you say, okay, by the way, print this, okay? But if there's no pictures, if you are here in this component and there's no picture, you skip this step. You don't go there. So that one is so easy to build. And the script tomorrow, we'll see the script is very simple. And it's a script like, go there, print, 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 go there, print. It's like you can see what's going, you are in control of what's going on. You are in control of what is getting printed, what is not getting printed. You are in total control. And you know where you go. When you hear, you have absolutely no control, and you have to like I said, you need to pray that you didn't miss something, or you need to make sure that you sort by the right order. It's really complicated. Let's be honest. Yeah. You have a lot of traps where you can break something. Okay, and here there's nothing. A body is a body, and here you have a body and you print the body. And the advantage of this, I have the possibility to build something like this, and this is awesome, by the way. You say, okay, by the way, I want 1 column, 2 or 3 columns for the pictures.
Just when I think I'd seen everything, then Nick ups the game and does this, right? So, yeah. Hey, Scott, are you going to sell this to people? Because people are going to buy this. This is some seriously nice shit, right?
It is very cool.
I'm not supposed to say shit on TV, but damn, this
it's
is
okay.
Some nice
we are
stuff.
going to beep you. We're going to beep you at the montage.
Yeah, this is some seriously nice shit. And then you can beat me out. Put quacks in there or something, right? So yeah.
So the advantage is very simple to build because you see what it is. It is the photo stuff. So you have the 3 layouts. Very simple. 1 layout here, 1 layout for 1 picture, 1 layout for 2, 1 layout for 3. Right? And I'm using my FM Gallery technology to do that. By the way, I am going to make FM Gallery free. So I decided this yesterday. This is my 50th birthday gift for you, for the customers. I'm going to make my FM Gallery for free. So I'm going to have the next topic also we can discuss is I'm going to make webinars like 2 weeks. I need at least 6 or 7 days of webinars to explain how it works. And I'm going to dismantle completely FM Gallery.
All right, so I would stop just for a second. So this is the first I've heard of this, so I want to let everyone know that it's not free this second. So people are already getting lathered up and excited they're getting free software, okay? Because the guy trying to manage the artist is not been notified of this. The company.
Yeah, I forgot. Look, I forgot completely. I didn't. I got it. No, I got caught. I didn't. Okay, I didn't want to say it. I got caught in the excitement. Sorry.
You got caught in the excitement. Okay.
So because I see this and I say okay. By the way, I'm going to, and I forgot that we didn't discuss this. Okay.
Right. Well, I don't mind discussing it, but people are going to go, I heard it was free. Okay, so who wants to take bets over the next week? Because it'll be a week before this is out the door free,
I
right?
said I'm going to. I'm not saying
I'm telling you right now, people have selective hearing. Okay,
they have to wait.
I'm gonna. How many tech support complaints are we gonna get? You said it was free. It's $199 or whatever. I'm telling you, I know how people are. It's nothing like the smell of free.
I want to thank all the people that bought my product.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be pissed. So, or not.
It was a great effort. By the way, I have FM Gallery Pro in the pipe.
Oh, the not free one. Got it. All right. All right, all you. So, if somehow it'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not a free feature. That's a pro feature. The part where you put the picture in the gallery, you have to pay for that one. You have to pay for that one.
No, it's okay. Look, it's like a a buy-in kind of in purchase. No, it's like okay. The Gallery Pro has AI kind of a recognition on pictures. That mean for example, I did a test of the Parthenon in Athens. The Parthenon, the Acropolis, and you get all what inside the picture, like and the AI tells you what it is. It's the Parthenon in Athens, the style, the Doric style. It gives you it tells you that it's marble. It tells you that it's a temple. It tells you that it's an antiquity. It tells you that you get all those keywords from the AI, and I'm using an AI named Clarify. Clarify, you send a picture and tells you everything inside. So I will have this in the Pro and many other things like the raw format management that FileMaker cannot manage. I will. For photographer, the raw format. So there will be many good things inside this. So anyway. I think it's good for today. Do we have any question here?
Nick is going to pick up the conversation tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to work on this topic a little bit more. I did this exact thing that Nick's talking about, probably not with the level of beauty, but pretty close. I did some pretty easy stuff in 1993 with FileMaker 2.0. You could do it back then, but back then we printed. So you would do each section, you would print it in a script. And now you're going to output them a PDF and can basically combine them into a single PDF. Which is
we're going to learn to do that tomorrow. How to append.
Yep.
The trap that you need to avoid.
And then what about page number? Are you going to do with page numbers tomorrow too? Because that's kind of been evolving a little bit. Claire's tried to add a feature for that in 19.
No, the page numbering. That's why you don't have it.
Yeah.
The page numbering that will be covered with the next one, the table of contents. So I don't want to cover that tomorrow. I didn't want to make that 3 days and rush because of the page.
Oh, got it. So so table of contents is going to be okay. So Kyle was thinking you might do it tomorrow. We'll do it next week, Kyle. So yes, there we go. So. All right.
Yeah, the table of content. By definition, the table of content will have the page numbering, but it's going together, right?
Okay, good. All right, excellent, cool. All right, well, we're gonna work on getting Nick booked up on stuff. For those of you, I want to, if you're on Discord, reminder the Discord people. We definitely need some help from the Discord people. I'm gonna actually, I'll put myself over here real quick. Put this down here. There is this thread over here where we're talking about what's easy and what's hard in FileMaker. And if you have any comments for basic, beginning, and intermediate developers, it's not something like magically it's going to be easy. We're talking about the fundamentals of FileMaker. It's not like whether it's easy for Kyle or not. That's not what the conversation is about. It's about whether the platform fundamentally does something easily or not. For example, high performance searches with automatic indexing turned on is something that FileMaker fundamentally manages for you and is pretty easy. Record locking with server, things that have to be hand coded in most database systems, FileMaker handles automatically. So that's an easy thing, right? Some people do stuff in FileMaker like Megan, they don't even know what sort of hell has been avoided, right, by using FileMaker. Sort of, what would Margaret phrase, a fresh new hell, right? She called it the other day. And so all sorts of things that, because you're using a low-code application that's so good like FileMaker, it takes care of a lot of the hard work for you. But some things it's good at, some things it's not good at, and that's kind of what that Thursday, Friday conversation is about. So if you could go to that thread in there, feel free to kick some ideas in there. We had one from Kyle. Kyle says, yeah, audit logs are something that FileMaker natively doesn't like to do. Yeah, if it was easy to do, you just take the checkbox, turn it on, it would magically do it. It doesn't. So the question is how do you get around that? So anyway, if you have thoughts about that, definitely post some things in there. What does it do easily? What does it not do easily? Odds are, if you're a beginner, intermediate developer, and you don't know how to do it, it's probably because it's not easy, right? Probably a really
when this be discussed, the Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday, yeah. So
I might join it a bit.
Well, you could join in. You don't have to prep. I invited Christian Olsen to show up. Christian Olsen said, "Kiss my white ass," because I ain't doing it. And I told him to get some more sun on his white ass, so it's more of a tan ass. But yes, no. He's too busy. So we got a lot of project work that's going on. So we continue to want to do this. But if Nick, you have time just to show up.
Just show up and talk. This topic, for veterans, veterans like us, this topic is kind of an easy topic, like natural topic, right?
Because we like when customers say, because here's how it works. Here's the translation. Hang on, I'm chewing on military grade caffeine gum. Let me stop that for a second. You're having a meeting with a customer. Now, if you're Kyle and you're working in-house, or you're RCC and you're working with external customers, someone has to pay for your time one way or the other. And so when the customer says, I want to build this and this and this and this, and they are easy things, you know that they can be done easily and it's not a horrible effect on the budget. But if the customer says, I really want this report and it's going to be going sideways, the data is going to, like records are going to go sideways. You're thinking to yourself, pivot table, more time, more cost. Sometimes it's better to tell the customer, well, if you're not totally married to that design, that style, if we go vertically down the page, it'll be 1/10 the cost. It'll be 10% of the cost. And so then you can educate the customer on where they can make decisions to lower the cost. And some customers might say, I absolutely have to have it sideways, right? Then they have to understand there's going to be additional cost with that. So anyway, and it's not necessarily to learn from mistakes. Jake Shealy pointed out mistakes, but if you know where things will be difficult or where they won't be difficult, then you know how to set the expectations of the person who's paying your bill, or your boss or whoever, right? And if you can guide them a little bit towards simpler things, or at least if you know that they're hard, then you prep them, you let them know that's going to be hard. Like for example, people say, what's building it? Build me a solution, and the users are using FileMaker Pro. Okay, that's a relative level of easy. Now, build the exact same solution in WebDirect and make it work just as good. That's really hard, okay? And so Nick knows that Nick loves WebDirect, but there's a lot more work and effort that goes into that. One of my customers or engineers is finding out how horrifically difficult it can be to get the same level of benefit from Pro or Go and get it into WebDirect because it's a browser, right? And so that's one of those areas that you think about that, right? So anyway, creating Excel-like spreadsheets, pivot tables, virtual lists, etc. Yeah, so that's from Blair. Yeah, Blair from Virginia, right? Or the VA, Veterans Affairs. So it's either Virginia or the Veterans Affairs. So anyway, very, very interesting. So awesome coming up topics this week. Nick, feel free to, we'll be back tomorrow. And then we got some awesome stuff coming up. So everyone, we'll catch you tomorrow. Right, Nick? You good? Anything else? Awesome. All right, see you, folks.
Yep.
guys just stepped up the whole way. Calm, cool, collected, the quarterback. Great read, good patience. More importantly, great job up front protecting this quarterback to give you a chance. And that's all you can ask for.
Trying to rally down 10. 9:25 to go here in the fourth. Short motion by Amendola from the left. Brady takes the shotgun snap. Stands in, throws it left for Amendola. Reaches up and snacks a high throw and lands inside the 10. Rolling to the 9. Ball slightly behind him. Again, he makes the grab.